think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Solved by the power of
walk the plank.
Another peaceful day in Smashville City. Crime has crawled under the rocks from whence it came, cowering in fear of a robot teenager that saved our fine city of total destruction. And now, this great titanium titan is home to Lobo Chernosky, of the Private Eye Team Incorporated.
How come you got credited Lobo? I was part of it too.
Dude, did you see my head on the news? It looks exactly like our headquarters. I can't go anywhere without being recognized. That'll put a damper on my undercover work.
At least General Cesar hasn't forgotten about me.
Good afternoon, agents. I have a special assignment for you too. Head to Legs to pick up and deliver a very important petty case. Remember, you have to pick up the one that says petty on it. Cesar, out.
Well, that was light on details.
This assignment must be top secret. At least we finally have a mission to go on. Otaku? Otaku-san, we are in need of your services. Where is that spy ball?
Please, allow me.
Hey, you run.
Hello, Otaku. Lobo and I are going on a mission, so keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I will keep 2 eyes out.
Hello. I am Otoku, the Operational Telekinetic Official Configuration Utility Pupil.
Wow, Otoku. That extra eye robot unit sure has come in handy now that Lobot is no longer a functioning robot, after it was converted into our own headquarters.
That's an eye for an eye, and 2 for eyes. Come on Butch, down the magic sewer portal. Our mission starts now.
In a rush? Time to flush.
Right, let's go Otoku. We are gonna be the eyes in the skies.
You said it.
All right! This is my favorite part!
This must be where Legs is at.
Wait a minute. Cesar said it was at Legs, but I thought it was the illuminating emphasis of gear owned by Soul Division.
I think our assignment wants us to start off at Legs Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. This place is the same thing, which is where we will be briefed on our mission until the rest of Petty is rebuilt. Hey Smitty.
Oh, you must be Lobo Chernowski of Petty, right? Well, it is nice to see you. Are you here to see Mr. Dortmund?
Of course we are.
Say, who is that gentleman you brought here to Legs? You don't look like that towering robot that was on Smash News now.
I'll have you know, Smitty, that I am his companion, Butch Baxter, and also an investigator of Petty. Listen, there's no time for meet and greets. We're on a mission.
Very well then. My friend Saul is right over there with the clothes hangers. You will go find him there.
Ah, Butch and Lobo, welcome to Legs. I know it's not as fancy as my workshop back at Petty HQ, but at least I still work in the fashion industry. Now, how can I help you?
Hello, Saul. Cesar sent us to pick up a briefcase.
Oh right, special assignment. Here you go, Butch. And Lobo, this is where to take it. Good luck, agents.
Thanks Saul.
Let's go, Lobo.
Bye Smitty. Okay, let's listen. We must be extra vigilant, Butch. There are probably counter-agents who are after the contents of that briefcase. Be careful, whatever's in that thing might be fragile.
How about we peek in?
No. Do not open that case. It might be full of undeveloped spy photos that would be ruined if exposed to light, or classified documents above our pay grade. Ingredients to a secret recipe, answers to a math exam, or someone's weapon covered in blood.
Wait, a weapon that fits inside such a small case?
You know how the spy business works. The more innocent something looks, the more dangerous it can be. That's why General Caesar tasked his best agents to deliver it.
Where does it need to be delivered at exactly?
Says here, this cross street is on the waterfront.
Right. To the river.
It says it's right around this corner. But this address is for that parking lot.
Are we supposed to bring the briefcase to that van?
Seems suspicious. Let's stay back until we get a better look. Binoculars. Ugh, these binoculars can't see through shit. Butch, how old are these things?
16? Sorry man, since we didn't get new VESTs from Saul, the only other available options I got are bells and whistles.
Aha, bell. We'll ask the robot eyes. Otaku. Odoku. Do you read?
Loud and clear, Lobo.
I need you to do us a favor. There is a suspicious-looking van down by the river. Can you two scan it from up where you are?
1 second.
The bridge is in the way. Let's try something. We can see it now. Engaging heat vision. There is a heat signature in the back.
It's a man.
A man alone in the back of a van? Maybe he might have been kidnapped.
And we're dropping off the ransom money. You might be right, I'm sorry, I doubted you, Lobo.
We have to save him. We're coming in. 1, 2, 3. Caesar? You were kidnapped?
What you talking about, agents? I'm alive.
So, this briefcase isn't full of ransom money?
Nah, it's full of laundry.
You made us go through all the trouble, just to pick up your laundry?
Yep.
Sure glad that wasn't dirty laundry.
Thanks, agents. You're lifesavers. While Petty headquarters is under construction, I've been living in my van down the river.
Dude, you could have asked to move in with us. We've got plenty of room at our Lobo headquarters.
I don't want to intrude. I wasn't gonna sleep inside my grandma's basement even if she paid me to. Plus, I'm getting a kick out of reliving my college days. No bedtime, and no roommates.
Damn, I didn't know you play Lynyrd Skynyrd back in the old days. You must have had a great semester with the frats.
Now wait 1 minute, I don't remember this rock being there. I saw one like that at Legs. Oh, and speaking of roommates, I do get a bit lonesome in there, but this vacant lot doesn't permit pets, and all my plants keep dying. So I bought this rock to keep me company. You can't kill rocks, so it's called a rocky top. They're the hot new thing apparently.
Does it do any tricks?
It knows sit and stay.
Cool! I want one! Lobo, you have to check it out!
Hey, you see one rock, you've seen 'em all.
Anyways, thanks again for your service, agents. I couldn't pick up my laundry in nothing but my briefs.
Who gives a rat's ass? You live in a van. Next time drive there and have Saul bring your clothes out to you.
And risk losing this parking spot? You better shut up and watch your attitude, Lobo, or the only place you're living tonight is at the homeless shelter on Milner Street in Wilford Heights.
That was the worst mission ever. Is making deliveries all life has left in store for us?
Would you rather someone have actually been in danger?
Of course not. But we are members of the Private Eye Team Incorporated, damn it. I didn't join Petty just to deal with laundry.
To be fair, all of Petty's secret acronyms are clothing related.
Well, if you put it like that, maybe this city no longer needs—
Petty.
Who said that?
It's that agent from the TV. He looks like the giant robot.
Yep. He sure does, doesn't he?
I guess I spoke too soon.
Wow, I actually get to meet the agent up close. You are my hero, Lobo. Can I get your autograph?
Well, anything I can do to please my biggest fans. Here you go, sweetie, by your request.
Paul, I want to get a picture with Lobo.
Sure thing, Talia. I'll have to go ask Mom and Dad first, okay?
Well, that was unexpected. There are so many fans admiring the hard work we put into our investigations.
Okay, I'm gonna go join the family for a group photo.
Excuse me, sir, could you take our photo for us? We're here to make our daughter's wish come true.
Do you want me in the picture too?
Nah, it's just us and Lobo.
All right then. All right. We ready?
Here, hold up my rocky top.
This thing again?
Okay, say Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Rocky Top, Tennessee.
No, you dropped it.
Damn it, Lobo, you closed your eyes.
Sorry about that, little girl. It slipped out of my hands.
Come on, Talia, we should be getting home soon.
Slow down, Talia.
This is the problem, Butch. If a real crime to investigate comes along, it will be impossible to go undercover when everyone knows who we are.
Technically, they only know who you are, Lobo. Come on, we can face this challenge about your face when we get home.
Welcome back, agents. Nothing suspicious to report, I'm afraid.
Sometimes I wonder if other petty agents are seeing any action.
Well, I can tell you that the Infinity Spies, Paige and Regina, are in Chile busting smash and grabbers.
Hey, let's check in on Keith. He might be somewhere overseas as well. Keith, how's it going?
Not too bad, bro.
So, how does it feel to officially be a field agent?
Well, I am investigating crop circles. So being a field agent feels exactly like being in a cornfield.
Ha ha. Don't get caught in the maze. You could be lost for ears and ears.
Ugh. I'm fed up with your corny jokes. I'm gonna go watch TV.
Sorry Keith, that was Lobo. He's been feeling pissed off. I better go.
I understand. The destruction of petty headquarters has been an adjustment for everybody.
In local news, the city continues to rebuild after the loss of such a great institution left a hole in everyone's hearts. A donut hole. Property owner Maxwell Duenas announces the discontinuation of the mother of all donuts establishment after having been trampled and excreted on by a giant stink bug. But business is booming across the street at the mother of all waffles breakfast joint. Their Bang Bang chicken waffles are selling faster than their hotcakes. Profits have tripled since the installation of the Ma's new rebranded logo.
Do not assume they got rid of Dr. Waffle Cooker since he was covered in concrete.
When I first found out that Yamil became crazy since being fired from Petty and had turned evil, I'd wonder if there was any piece of my former friend left.
There were only pieces of him left after your robot crushed him into rubble.
Now, what was once a donut shop is now a whole new store. And by new, I mean old, because it is now an antiques shop. Business entrepreneur Mindy Kimbrough recently bought the recently repaired property to open up her new shop, which is called St. Mindy's. St. Mindy's is the only place where you can buy one-of-a-kind Rocky Tops, the hot new collectible that will rock your world, and brainchild of Mrs. Kimbrough.
Everything old is new at my antiques shop. And what could be older than rocks?
Well, the cost of $100 is certainly not something to sneeze at. I stand corrected. Dab if you need to sneeze.
They're pricey because each Rocky Top is ethically sourced from rock gardens all over the globe.
And what makes them so shiny and irresistible?
Why, it is the love in their hearts, of course.
This is absurd. Rocks don't have hearts.
Oh, but they look so cute.
Everybody is bonkers for Rocky Tops. From the northeast to the southwest. Even Tomoko and Cheyenne from the Planet Starlight Chasers anime are even endorsing Rocky Tops in advertisements and PSAs.
Sounds criminal if you ask me.
Hey, the Planet Starlight Chasers are heroes. Owning a Rocky Top is not illegal in the city of Smashville.
No, I'm talking about Mindy Kimbrough duping people into paying $100 for silly-looking rocks. It's a gimmick. She probably just polishes them to look shiny and stuck up. Those rocks are a sham, they are sham rocks, and only a criminal mastermind would come up with something as silly as Rocky Tops. Crime isn't gone. It's just harder to see now. Criminals are getting smarter, more cautious. Who knows, maybe they've huddled up somewhere to coordinate all of their criminal business right under my nose. These rocks could be a part of a secret cult or something even more nefarious.
Are you saying the Rocky Tops are evil?
That's not what I said. I think it was a ripoff.
Oh, that's a relief. Well, first thing tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna buy a Rocky Top for myself. Good night, dude.
Oh, hi Mom. Yes, I'm working the late shift. These Rocky Tops are selling faster than those hotcakes. People will buy anything, I'll tell you what. I'm sorry, we just closed. Wait, I thought I heard some. Huh? What, Mom? I'm not getting a cold. My nose must be stuffed up from all the dust. I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to get more Rocky Tops from the
Mindy, what's wrong? Mindy, are you still there?
Huh? Rocky? Where are you?
Rocky? Rocky! 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 Rocky!
Today is the day I get my own Rocky Top at St. Mindy's. I sure hope the shelves don't run out. Lobo, I'll be out in a minute.
I don't have a minute.
Lobo, go answer my VEST. I'm in the bathtub.
I'll get it.
Agents!
Caesar, Butch is having a bath. What is it? Out of clean clothes again?
My friend is missing.
Who is missing?
My Rocky top. It was under my mini couch when I went to sleep in my van, and now it's gone.
Oh god damn it. I figured it was your rock.
Correct. Some dumbass stole my Rocky top in the middle of the night. I woke up and there was no sign of my stone companion.
Breakfast time. We made it as seen on the cookbook.
Otoku, did any of you see anyone steal Caesar's Rocky top last night?
No. We were in recharge mode.
Oh, is that the smell of bacon? Hey Otoku, bring the plate in here.
I'm on it.
Some surveillance system you are.
You know we are technically botless, right?
Pay attention!
Sorry, sir.
You and Butch have a mission. To find out who took my Rocky top. I'm worried about the little guy.
We'll leave no stone unturned.
Ugh. Some mission. General Caesar probably misplaced that stupid rock. I know exactly how to solve this mystery, Butch. We're going to St. Mindy's to buy him a new Rocky top. He'll never know the difference.
Okay, but if you want my silence, you gotta buy me one too.
Go change and get your gear. St. Mindy's is to open at 10:30 sharp.
Butch, not while I'm in here.
I'm sorry, honey. We'll just have to keep looking for the Rocky top you lost.
I didn't lose him. He ran away.
Hey, didn't we just pass by the mother of all waffles?
This is your judgment day, bitch.
Gee, could have sworn I saw that girl from yesterday. Lobo? Are you having one of your visions?
Huh? No. I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, is that the antique lady?
She's old Lobo, but that's just rude.
That's not what I said.
Hey, you must be those teenage investigators. Young man in the green jacket. Yeah, that's you over there. I recognize you from the giant boy building down the street. You must be here about my daughter.
Wait. You have a daughter?
My daughter Mindy. Of St. Mindy's. She's missing.
Holy crap! Now somebody has gone missing.
Oh, hello there. Are you that agent's friend?
Not technically, but yes at the same time. I'm also an agent. Me and Lobo are members of the Private Eye Team Incorporated.
Are you sure? You don't look anything like that building.
Ma'am, why don't you tell us what happened?
So, I was on the phone with my oldest daughter Mindy last night. She was working late and had sold out of Rocky tops.
What? Sold out? Shit, I wanted one.
She told me she had to get more from some kind of rock mobster. She said it on the phone.
Rock mobster?
That's who she said before she let out a blood-curdling scream. Then the line went silent, and when she didn't pick up again, I drove over as fast as I could. When I got there, all I could find was her mobile phone I bought for her on her birthday, and the screen was completely shattered. I don't know how my little girl got mixed up with criminals. Could you please help? I beg of you.
Heck yes. A real crime to investigate.
Come again.
Oh, nothing. Leave this to us, ma'am. We'll find your daughter and go from there. You should probably go home and get some rest.
I'm too worried to sleep, but I do need to feed my cats. Thank you, agents.
Don't worry, we're on the case.
Something about this stinks.
Right? I told you there was something criminal about these silly rocks.
No, I mean this store. It smells like ass. I guess I should have brought the scent detector.
Nah. It's probably just because these antiques are old and filthy.
And expensive. This microwave costs $1,300? Maybe the Rocky Tops are a scam.
If the mob is involved, this whole place could be a racket.
Like this tennis racket?
What I am saying, Butch, is everything in here could be either fake or stolen, and Mrs. Kimbrough is selling it all for the mob. Mindy said she was going to get more Rocky Tops from the rock mobster, so figuring out who that is seems to be our best lead for finding her.
Yo, I think I found a piece of a puzzle.
That's smart. But it doesn't piece together a picture of who this rock mobster is. We'd have to look them up on the petty resource programming system at the headquarters. But the archives are down until the headquarters is rebuilt. What are you doing?
Visiting this website called LiabilityNet.
The hell is this supposed to be?
LiabilityNet. It's a website that generates all sorts of facts about anything and anyone, but also throws in a couple of lies to keep you on your toes.
Okay. Type in rock mobster and see what you find. Wait a minute. Eliezer Van Maram Martinez? I haven't heard about him since before you and I were partners, Butch. Eliezer had his hands in all sorts of shady dealings, like counterfeit gems, diamonds, and other hot rocks. He has to be the rock mobster Mindy mentioned.
It says that he has 3 kids. That's probably a liability.
Eliezer wouldn't be happy that Mindy's made Rocky Tops into global trends. Their popularity would draw unwanted attention to his illegal operations.
So, either he's forcing Mindy to lay low, or he decided to assassinate her to cover his tracks.
Okay, then we have to find Eliezer fast. Where would this douchebag be hiding out?
Let me search for Eliezer's profile on LinkedIn. Hopefully we'll get answers. It says he works in the garbage business. That's a liability.
That's just a sly way of saying organized crime.
Ha! Down here, it says he's also the owner of a nightclub. But there's 50 names listed. 49 of them are gonna be liabilities. It'll take me hours to narrow down.
Better get started. Aha! Ernie's. The place to do whatever. That one has to be Eliezer's nightclub. We should have gone through these alphabetically.
Could Eliezer be stealing back the Rocky Tops Mindy sold to people?
Maybe Mindy wasn't supposed to sell them in the first place. Even so, we're gonna need new VESTs to solve this mystery. Let's head to Legs and pick them up there.
Right. To Legs.
You do know, it's the laundromat, right?
Yep. Good evening, Smitty. Saul, we need your best tailored VESTs. Lobo and I have to look like a couple of wise guys.
What can I say? You're already a smart aleck, Butch.
No, we're going undercover as mobsters.
Oh, gotcha. I'll see what I can whip up in the back. Wait right here.
Butch, I noticed Smitty doesn't have a Rocky Top either when we passed by him. Maybe it's also missing. Not even the laundromat is safe from the mob.
Todder. The latest in criminal fashion for the gangster on the go. These VESTs are loaded with plenty of gadgets you'll never use, plus I made them look worn out so you can blend in.
Perfect.
I'll take this one. I want the one with the coat and everything. This suits us just about right, Lobo.
Seriously? Why the fake facial hair and accessories?
I'm just concerned that it will give away your identity, so I shaved Smitty's beard and dyed it black.
For God's sake. Smitty is going to kill you.
Not my problem. If he wakes up and knows, tell him that he did you a favor.
So, are we ready to go, Lobo?
I hope so. Because this is a hairy situation, that's for sure.
Thanks, Saul.
Thanks, Smitty.
My beard.
Ha! Looks like Eliezer's got some muscle.
Going in there is gonna be a pain in the ass. If our cover's blown, they won't politely ask us to leave.
Lobo, we're agents of Petty, remember? I know you're worried about being recognized, but Mindy's life could be on the line here.
You're right, Butch. The stakes will be high, but facing risks to save others is what being a teenage secret agent is all about.
Just try not to draw attention to your face. I'll talk our way past these armed meshagines.
Who are you calling meshagines? Hey, I asked you a question, prick.
You calling me a prick? Don't you know who I am?
Of course I don't know you. Identify yourself.
Good question. I'm Joe Doe. Yeah, that's me. And this is my friend, Pete Romano. We're mobsters, and we have business with Mr. Van Mora Martinez, and we're new in town.
Your names are Joe Doe and Pete Romano?
Yep, it's them alright. Doe and Romano's last names are on the reserved list. No way these names are made up.
Alright, that clears it. You both are clear to enter. Right this way.
Whoa, you were right, bro. The stakes are high.
Are we not here to see Mr. Van Mora Martinez?
Oh, right. You're here to see him. He's over at the lounge area.
So, you must be Joe Doe and Pete Romano. Have a seat. This is the food here you don't want to leave without eating. Waiter, bring us the soup.
I think we're good on the soup.
Nonsense. Try it.
It wasn't a request, it was a command.
Ooh, yes. Very good.
I'm glad to hear it. It's a family recipe if you know what I mean. My henchman says you have business with me. This comes as no surprise. Every criminal in Smashville City has business with me now, all thanks to that blue-haired petty agent. Every low-level crook and two-bit thief comes to me to have their dirty money hidden in one of my business corporations. With that giant agent's gaze scaring crime out of the streets and into Ernie's nightclub, I get a cut of every crime in the city. I had influence before, but that robot has really given a bottom feed like me a chance to rise to the top. I don't even have to get my hands dirty.
Now Eliezer's got other people to do his dirty work.
Flint, pipe down, will you? So, what's this business you're proposing? And not to sound selfish, but what's in it for me?
We were looking to get in on the operation with these, whatever you call, shiny-looking rocks.
Shiny rocks? You talking about gems or diamonds?
I mean the rocks from St. Mindy's. Word is you are her supplier. You're the rock mobster.
I'm not running a racket at any antique store, let alone a pawn shop. And I got out of the precious store business.
So, You're not the source of the rocky tops she sells?
You kidding? If Elisa was the source, I wouldn't have had to pay for mine. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Onyx the Rock all day. Where did I leave that damn rock? Hold on, are you saying that Mindy and her rocky tops aren't on the level?
What the hell are even rocky tops? Why is this the first I'm hearing about these things? You know how being left out of the loop makes me a dick? I'm sorry, did I say something funny? Am I a clown to you? Look, you goofballs want a seat at this table, then you gotta prove yourselves first. Find out whoever's mooching off my surf and turf and make them pay. Nobody pulls off a job in this town without me getting a piece of that action.
Just to be clear, you don't know where Mindy Kimbrough is?
What? I don't have to know where she is. What are you, some sort of interrogator? Get the hell out of here. Get out. Get out, get out.
Don't worry, we're on the case. Let's go, Pete.
I'm beginning to think this Elise Van Martinez was just a red herring.
There's something particularly not fishy about these two. And crooks that aren't fishy unsettle me. You put a tail on them.
Wait, put a tail on them, as in?
Follow them, you dimwit. That's an order.
I did not see a single pickle in there.
We didn't find any new leads either. And now, we've got bigger fish to fry. Our headquarters looming over the skyline has only given the illusion of ridding the city of crime. Butch. Crime never went away, it's just been hiding in Megalobot's shadow.
Actually, it's been hiding inside that shady nightclub.
Yes, but where are Mindy and the Rocky Tops hiding? Was she talking about a different rock mobster?
Hey! Lobo, I just saw a rocky top. It fell into the sewer.
Well, let's get down there. The manhole is right nearby.
Maybe this rocky top is the one that belongs to Elise's henchman.
It's no trail of breadcrumbs. But it's the only lead we've had all night. The grate it fell down should be right around the corner. There's the grate.
Ha! The rock should be right here.
Hang on. Where is that light coming from?
It's coming from the end of the tunnel, Lobo.
No, I mean what's making that light? Come on.
Whoa! It's like a Rocky Top convention.
Mindy. We're here to help. Are you alright?
I feel dizzy.
It's good that we found you. What are you doing down here with all these Rocky Tops? Are you hiding from the rock mobster?
Rock mobster? I didn't say that.
Are you sure? Do we need to get you to a hospital?
Rock monster.
Oh, rock monster. Makes more sense now.
Where are we from?
The Rocky Tops are alive?
That solves the mystery of the stolen Rocky Tops. They stole themselves.
Don't let them get away, Butch. Hop ass.
Get back here! Do not move!
You let them get away, Butch. Why can I rely on you for everything?
Well, the good news is, not all of them got away.
Mindy, it's okay. Just relax.
God. You don't look well.
That does it. Butch, secure that rocky top in its place. We're getting her to a hospital.
Is that rock monster made out of rocky tops, or are the rocky tops made out of rock monster?
Hopefully Mindy can answer that once she's recovered. We should take that piece of it to the science factory at Gabe Avenue to have it analyzed.
I can't believe it. These rocky tops really are rip-offs. I thought these things were cute.
Peter Romano isn't mobster. He's the agent on the news. I should have known. The boss needs to hear of this, fast.
Agent.
Surely, the head scientist will be able to tell us what this rock actually is and where it came from.
Good morning, Butch and Lobo. What scientific discovery have you brought us?
Are you familiar with rocky tops? It turns out they're pieces of a much larger rock monster.
Fascinating. Let's get it to the rock lab.
Nice to meet you, agents. My name is James Rutherford, the resident geologist, or rock doctor, so don't take my expertise for granted.
Rock doctor? Ha, they should call you the Rock Tour.
I wish. That's what we call Dr. Gene Simmons, the rock music doctor.
I've got a PhD in hard rock and roll music.
You of course already know Dr. Doodle-Doo. He specializes in light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation.
In laser school, my nickname was Laserbeak.
Be careful, Doctor. A bunch of those rocks morphed into a monster.
Morphed. That must mean it's metamorphic rock. But it somehow feels sedimental.
Sentimental? Are you saying the rock has mood swings?
No, he said sedimental.
Sedimental, or sedimentary rock, is made up of different deposits. But Butch may also be right. If the monster has emotions, then it would be a sentimental rock.
What did I tell you, Lobo?
It might take a while to get to the rock bottom of this, agents.
No problem. Here, add me into your contacts. When you gather something, let me know by text or call. Let us know when you've got anything solid.
Don't worry, we will.
Hey, look who's here!
It's the agent and his best friend too. Thank you so much for answering my prayers and saving my daughter.
So, have you been feeling better, Mindy?
First, we want you to tell us what happened the other night, that is, if you are up for it.
Just as long as Dr. Frank Diaz says it's okay.
Well, she has a mild concussion, and due to her cold, she's also been diagnosed with pneumonia. Don't stress her out too much.
Okay. What I am about to tell you might disturb you, Mom, and probably myself, so I'm gonna try not to panic. Here goes. So, I was on the phone with my mother when I was startled by this.
It's okay, Mindy. Take your time. Don't stop unless you really need to.
I was startled by a rock monster.
Excuse me? Your mother said you were startled by a rock monster.
That's what I thought she said before she started screaming.
You may have misheard me when I was hysterical. My nose was just stuffed up from allergies, I swear. I don't know anything about any mobsters.
Okay, just making sure. We went on a wild goose chase, and by goose, I mean a garbage sales rep.
The Rocky Tops had come back to the store, and come to life. They grabbed me and started socking me in the face, then they carried me off into the sewer. I must have hit my head, because I'd swear the rocks were trying to talk to me. But then, I blacked out, and didn't come around until you rescued me.
Mindy, how many Rocky Tops have you sold?
I don't know. I wasn't keeping count.
You didn't remember them? Don't you know anything about collectibles?
No, I don't. I confess, I'm a fraud. My antiques, including the Rocky Tops, are all just junk I find.
Mindy, you said they were ethically sourced.
What? I'm basically recycling. Recycling is ethical.
Yeah, she has a point, Genevieve.
You put a high price tag on something worthless, and suddenly everyone thinks it's valuable. So when I found these big shiny boulders, I knew people would pay out the wazoo for them. I figured I'd make more money if I cut them into smaller pieces and give them a catchy name. I was going to go smaller and call them Rocky Bits. But chiseling was just so much work, and I'm all about shortcuts. I never expected Rocky Tops would be so popular. But I expected even less that they'd come back to get revenge for being chopped to bits.
Mindy, could you please tell us where you found them?
It's at the same place I find all my merchandise. No, I don't wanna go back there. I won't go back. I don't wanna.
That is enough. No more questions, she's having a panic attack. Mindy needs to rest now. Come agents.
Deep breaths, Mindy. In and out. In and out.
We can't sit around and wait to be able to question Mindy again. We've got to keep investigating. Do you really think the rock monster abducted Mindy to get revenge?
I have the impression it took Mindy because it was looking for answers. But we're short on answers ourselves. We still have no clue where the Rocky Tops originally came from.
But since we do know we're looking for a rock monster instead of a rock mobster, maybe we'll notice some clues we missed earlier at St. Mindy's. The rock monster might even go back there too.
If it's traveling through the sewers, it could go anywhere.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Dr. Diaz, I know you're tempted, but whatever you do, do not spread the word that everyone's Rocky Tops are a part of a rock monster that could attack them at any moment. That kind of sensationalized yet highly entertaining journalism could cause a global panic.
Look, just don't think about how newsworthy it is. Bianca would not approve.
Great. Now that's all I can think about.
How did it come to this? What have I become? Better yet, who have I become? I must remember.
Wow. This boulder is the shiniest one I've ever seen. I bet it was also polished perfectly. I got to pay for this.
Excuse me, ma'am, but if you're interested in taking this big one home, I'd be happy to help you out with chiseling the pieces so you can make a profit of it. All I ask in return is some donations.
Will this $100 bill do?
Perfect.
I can recall seeing this woman, Mindy, finding me, breaking me to pieces.
Thank you.
She had also sold me to strangers. If I have rocks for brains, how could I remember? All I did was pick myself up back together. I felt broken, incomplete, taken apart. I had to reunite my body. And I also returned to Mindy to find more pieces of me. Then, 2 intruders came in and stole a piece of me. Why are my memories popping up of this blue-haired boy? He looks familiar. I need answers. Who is this guy?
Who is this guy? Just who is this teenage boy behind the robot? How long has he been protecting the city? Is he investigating the missing Rocky Tops? And what connection does the agent have to the mother of all waffles' new brand? For the answers to these questions and more, watch my exclusive exposé on the teen agent tonight at 8 on CBS. Until then, I'm Bianca Raincomprix reporting from the Smash News Now studio, where answers come from.
8 o'clock? I can't wait that long. I don't even know how long that is. I need the answers now.
He can't keep this presence up any longer. The newsworthy thought is too much to bear. He had to get to the news station and tell Bianca the truth about Rocky Tops.
Have you heard what's been happening to our collectible rocks? Mine knocked over my trash cans last night and broke my window.
Are you kidding? Mine left my refrigerator open. I don't understand how something valuable would be so destructive. I want my money back.
What kind of product flushes its soap down the toilet? I demand the Rocky Tops be recalled now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was supposed to keep it from eating after midnight. Now mine ran off to God only knows where it has gone. Something needs to be done about this.
No sign of the rock monster, but there is a mob. Damn. A mob of pissed off customers.
And our mobster disguises won't get us past this kind of mob.
These people are that angry over losing their Rocky Tops? Will they still want them when they learn that Mrs. Kimbrough just sold them worthless junk?
Butch, no one will want Rocky Tops once they learn that they are pieces of a rock monster.
Good point. I wonder what St. Mindy's refund policy is.
Agents, we've analyzed that rock sample and we have an update. It's not natural rock. It's concrete.
Concrete? I don't get it. What's making it shine?
Well, you see, concrete is porous, which means it can absorb liquid. In the case of the Rocky Top, it soaked up a chemical called hexagonthorous.
Hexagonthorous? Is it dangerous?
The concrete acts as a buffer, so in rock form, it's pretty harmless. But if you put enough of the Rocky Tops together, all the radiation in them could be hotter than lava.
Then we got to stop the rock monster from getting any bigger.
We've also found trace elements of skin tissue, flour, baking soda, fabric, and certain DNA that belongs to someone with the initials of Y and R. Those ingredients aren't anything to worry about.
Unless you are on a gluten-free diet.
Y and R? As in Yamil Robinson. After all this time, and all his different forms, Yamil lives once more, again, hell-bent on another chance for revenge.
But, I covered Waffle Cooker in concrete, and then Mega Lobot crushed him to bits. The Rocky Tops are Cooker's crumbled remains.
St. Mindy's is right across from the mall. She must have found the chunks of Waffle Cooker from there.
No. Mindy said she found them where she finds all her junk.
That's it. When Mindy said junk, she meant it. Cooker's remains were taken to the city dump. Mindy doesn't sell antiques. She sells garbage.
And that would explain why her store smells.
Mindy said she'd run out of Rocky Tops and was going to get more. That means there may still be pieces of Waffle Cooker at the dump.
Then we got no time to lose. Let's go.
Stop this instant. This protesting riot act isn't going to change anything. Disperse immediately, or we will be forced to use force.
We are within our First Amendment rights to protest against our missing Rocky Tops. My daughter spent all night crying because she lost her special toy, and if it is valuable enough to mysteriously run away from her, then I demand to have the collectibles restocked and shipped back to China.
No wonder Mindy disappeared. She's just scared she'll get backlash over the rocks that serve no purpose.
Yeah, you tell him. We demand compensation for the Rocky Tops that we lost worldwide. All we ever did to our collectibles was give them the love they desperately desire, and they spit us out in return.
Yeah, my Rocky Top was supposed to be a display for my platform's streaming room, and without it, I look like a office. This is bullshit.
Answers. I need answers. A news helicopter? It's heading towards the Smash News Now studio. Convenient.
I'm telling you, Bianca. You have to warn your viewers that the Rocky Tops are all a part of a rock monster. It could be anywhere, even in your pockets.
Huh? This sort of sounds like something straight out of a horror film.
Unless you've got video proof of this rock monster, I can't go live with this story. Journalism is all about graphics. And if this story is so newsworthy, why did you leave the hospital in the middle of your neurologist shift?
Are you kidding? You can't do two things at once. Besides, if this rock monster hurts anyone else, they'll be sure to need a doctor.
What has gotten into you, Frank? You're acting more than usual.
Holy shit.
I want the news of the blue-haired agent, right now.
Why are you so desperate? My expose of the agent doesn't air until 8.
I better get answers before I single-handedly destroy this newsroom.
I guess I can make an exception. He shows up in quite a lot of archived news footage. I've compiled every appearance I've found so far. I believe that is him, dressed up as an astronaut. There he's also disguised as an orchestra musician. And here he is without a disguise, but he's being swallowed by that giant waffle man, that later got crushed to death by an even larger robot agent.
I was that waffle. Yes, it makes sense now. I was a waffle, and before that I was a human man, a normal guy by the name of Yemo. That agent. I know him now, it's Lobo Chernowski. Hang on, what is this? A drug factory shutdown scene. Let me see.
Get the hell off of me.
You know your rights.
This is from when that science distribution company got shut down for selling toxic drugs that killed a woman and even got the owner fired. And hey, that agent and his one partner was in on it. That was the mission after he got me chewed up.
Daddy! No!
Hey, that woman. I've seen this character before. I've hung out with her, and we did some fun things together. She helped me when I was in doubt. She was there when Mindy found my remains. She works at the city dump. I remember her now. My new right-hand woman, Fuchsia. Her father runs the drug company. She gave me some chemicals to make me what I am today. Lobo may have taken a piece of me, but Fuchsia has taken everything from me. My friends, my job, my identity, my life. Fuchsia Jamboree Dalashwich turned me into a monster. I must have revenge. I have interrupted this broadcast to bring you this threat. I have been beaten, punched, kicked, spat on, hit in the face with a wrecking ball, shot, melted, petrified, smashed, and chiseled to bits. But I haven't given up. I'm not a quitter, and I'm not stupid. I won't stop until I've had revenge against Fuchsia.
Flint, turn this damn car around.
I was once Dr. Cooker. Then I was Waffle Cooker. Now you shall call me Stone Cold Cooker. Now my revenge awaits me at the Smashville City dump. You all better watch out, my reign of terror is about to begin.
Mindy's been selling Rocky Tops for a while now. Why did they come to life 2 days ago?
Caesars went missing just a few hours after I held one of them. Wait a minute. Butch, remember the family we took a picture with? I had to hold the little girl's Rocky Top. I didn't drop her Rocky Top when you snapped the photo, it jumped out of my hands. It reacted to me. Whatever is left of your meal in those rocks must have been lying dormant until I physically touched one. And now, somehow, each and every Rocky Top that's out there is starting to remember it's a part of my once former friend turned enemy. They took Mindy into the sewer because that's exactly the sort of thing Cooker has done in the past.
But why didn't Cesar's Rocky Top react to him?
This is personal, Butch. Even as a pile of mindless rocks, Yamiel still blames me for what happened to him when he attacked my first partner Hornsby and had no remorse. This should be it. Let's just hope any Rocky Tops here haven't remembered that part yet.
Ah, sick. This place smells exactly like St. Mindy's.
Because this is where her antiques come from.
Did you hear that?
It's coming from the other side of that mound.
You think you could have some antiques dealer sell off my Hexagunter's components as collectible paperweights, and I wouldn't find out?
His Hexagunthers? That's the chemical James was talking about.
Now pay up. You know I get a cut of everything. That's the deal in our contract.
I had no idea she was selling them. I didn't mean to go behind your back, Eliezer. Honest.
Who leaves bottles of poison just lying around for anyone to stumble upon? I mean, really?
The remains of Waffle Cooker must have been dumped nearby, and it may have absorbed it.
You know the score, you work for me. And according to my henchman, now I get the agent looking into me. You think I want that kind of heat? I'm not gonna get murdered for your carelessness.
If Mindy's been getting the rocks from that garbage lady, and she works for Eliezer, then Mindy was working with the mob, even if she didn't know it. It was just dump luck that Mindy's congested nose led us to look into Eliezer Van Mora Martinez at all.
Yamiel coming back isn't Mindy's fault. The mob's chemicals are what turned his remains into a monster. And there's definitely something familiar about that.
That factory was too much for you to handle, and I see now this dump is as well. It's time for us to take out the trash, once and for all. What the hell?
Eliezer Van Mora Martinez, get your ass on the ground now. Your crime conspiracy days are over.
It's Peter Umano, and he's brought the agent with him.
No, I'm not Peter Umano anymore. I'm Lobo Chernowski, and this is my partner Butch Baxter.
AKA Joe Doe.
Stand clear, Flint. I'm about to shoot these pissheads into the ground.
Eliezer, this is your only warning. Drop the gun and put your hands on the ground.
Or else.
Or else we'll blow out your goddamn kneecap. Now drop the gun.
If I die, she's coming with me.
No, don't! Put it down!
We will light your ass up.
Your nasty threats don't mean squat, and my right-hand man told me all about you, Lobo. You shouldn't have even sneaked into Ernie's in the first place. The club is for people 21 and older. You look like you were 17.
We are 17.
Well, if that's how you want to play.
Yamil.
Damn, that man is shiny as hell.
Oh my god. Frank!
God damn it. I told him to keep his trap shut.
I'm back, bitches. Hello again, agents. From now on, you can call me Stone Cold Cooker.
Good lord, that rock is alive.
That's right, come to me, Little Rock. Now I am complete.
No, you're not. You're missing the piece we took, the one that's at the...
Don't tell him where it is, Butch.
Ugh, no matter. I'm complete enough to get my revenge against the one who turned me into a monster.
Yamil, I know you blame me for what happened to you at Petty.
Oh please, Lobo. I am completely over you. She is the one I have it out for.
Me?
I don't know what beef you got with my employee, but I can tell when I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. You want her? Then go get her.
Where are you taking me?
Ha, that monster will take care of the agent and the Lashowich. Like hitting two birds with a lot of stones.
Shame about Jodo, though. It breaks my heart when one of our own goes against the family. Let's book it.
You aren't gonna get away much longer.
Let them go, they can't run forever. Let's go aid the garbage woman. She'll have enough dirt on Eliezer to put him away for good. You good?
Give her to me. She made me into a monster.
You being the bad guy isn't written in stone. And it was Elisa Van Maramartinez's hexagonthras chemical that turned you into Stone Cold Cooker. Why not blame her?
Can I say something?
Shut up. That hexagonthras is what saved me. I should have killed myself, but it was the relationship of her that kept me alive.
What does she have to do with this? I'm the one that got you fired, Yamil. Blame me.
Really? Was it your fault that Mitch Dalashewicz got arrested for selling illegal drugs? Her daughter was miserable, so I kept her company. She does a lot of crazy stuff with me, and she even helps me with her plots for revenge. Didn't you also remember her at Nothing But Cakes? Don't you recognize her?
Do you ever shut up?
You're Fuchsia Jamboree Dolashewicz. The evil employee who stole Guy Fieri's secret recipes that was covered up by a science accident. You were a really close soulmate with Yamil Robinson, and you even aid and abet in his schemes for revenge. You used those chemicals to bring him back to life, didn't you?
Fine, you caught me. I was pissed that you robbed him of his plan for payback, so I did the next best thing and used Eliezer's chemicals he bought from my dad to bring him back.
I should have known. Yamil's right, he never would have lost his damn mind or even killed himself if you hadn't influenced him into becoming the bad guy.
You see? This girl is the reason I became a monster, twice.
Ha, damn straight.
Fuchsia's chemicals are only directly responsible for 2 of my personalities.
You are sick, you know that?
What if I am?
Fuchsia took everything from me, Lobo, and she took me away from you. Now that she's caught, we can both get revenge for all the hell she's put us through.
I don't want revenge, Yamil. I want justice.
Justice? I think you mean just you. You want to keep all the revenge to yourself.
I'll deal with what Fuchsia did, but revenge isn't the answer.
Guys? She's bolting.
That stupid bitch. Come back here. I will destroy her.
No, Yamil, that won't bring you peace.
Says that punk ass who took a piece of me.
This is the point where I tell you you can't reason with Yamil Lobo, it's like a theme or something.
I won't give up, dude. But now let's just get Fuchsia first.
Come back here.
Dr. Frank, are you alright?
I'm alright. But I feel like garbage.
We'll talk later, Frank, but right now we really need your help. Do you think your helicopter can still transform into a car?
Yes. I think it might be able to make the late edition.
Aw, crap.
Stone Cold Cooker is behind us. Step on it.
Scoop up that ex-baker on the way out.
Ouch! Let go of me!
You are coming with us.
Alright, we got her. Frank, drop us off at our headquarters. It should be strong enough to keep Stone Cold Cooker at bay for a while.
Copy that.
No. Revenge has narrowly escaped my grasp once again, all because of you, Lobo. Now I want revenge for you denying me my revenge. I must have double revenge.
Thanks for the lift, Frank Diaz.
You're welcome, agents. I wish I could stay and help, but I've got to focus on curing sick patients, get my automobile fixed, and sharpen my fencing sword. Touche, away.
It won't be long for Yamil to figure out where we went.
Welcome back, agents. Who wants champagne?
Oh, I do. Don't bother giving any to her. She's been very naughty. So she's going into timeout.
Otaku and Otoku, you're supposed to stay out there and keep your eyes open. Right now we got Stone Cold Cooker on the prowl.
I'm sorry, Stone Cold who?
You'll know him when you see him.
Now don't you move from that spot until I say otherwise.
Hey, we've got to figure out a plan to stop Cooker once he gets here.
Already on it, Butch.
Ah, Lobo. That rock of yours got very aggressive after you hung up on us.
He tried to bite the shit out of me.
No, it didn't. Rocks don't have teeth.
Pass me on to James, please. Doctor, the hexagon throws chemical in it is what's keeping it alive. Is there a way to neutralize it?
We are already working on a laser that will extract the biomembranes from the rock. Once the hexagon is removed, your rocky top should, well, die.
I understand, Doc. Just do whatever it takes and get over here as quickly as you can. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Now, while the scientists work up their solution, it's time for you to talk trash. And by trash, I mean tell us how you associated with Yamil Robinson and why you worked for a mob just to revive Cooker. Now talk.
I had nothing to do with Cooker's plots to turn into a waffle man, so cry me a river.
Listen, we can do this the easy way or the hard, but this only ends one of two ways. The hard way is that we kick your ass and make you bleed until you give in and tell us what we want to know, or you can choose the easy way, and we'll give the baker girl her lollipop. Right, let's stick to the hard way. Bare your soul, Fuchsia.
Fine, I'll go for the easy way. It all started 2 years ago, when Yamil was fired from petty headquarters. Yamil was removed from the agency without pay, and he needed the job to make ends meet with his home that's about to be foreclosing soon. The last thing on his mind was that he could be homeless. So he called me on the phone and asked if he could stay where I am. We've been dating for only 6 months, and my dad was in jail, so I'd let him stay at his old house, which is now mine. We made out a couple of times and helped each other out with our personal health, but that wasn't the case. Me and Yamil's relationship slipped so much that we ended up breaking up, but I still had feelings for him and wanted to remain friends. So when he left my house, I thought I had my freedom. But I was wrong. For weeks after I was released on bond, I noticed Yummel was in a bucket full of brown waste, and he offered me a job with his villain team, Chameleon Eyeballs. I occasionally accepted his offer, but he never called back since. And when I watched the news that Cooker was covered in cement, that was the last straw for me. I wanted his answers now, so I took action. I made a shady deal with Eliezer Van Moor Martinez, but in return for a job at the city dump, I had to dispose of the mob's hexagunthras that was created by my dad. That's what brought me to the next part of the plan. Pouring the hexagunthras chemicals on the rocky remains of Cooker, making him shiny and gray. When I was questioned in court for fraudulent banking activity, I wasn't received any suspended sentences because Eliezer bribed the judge with unlimited bitcoins for life. But my funds were super low, and I was still in debt to Eliezer. So I took the gig at the dump, again forced to do his job disposing of toxic chemicals, as well as the rest of the mob's garbage.
Wow, talk about a toxic work environment.
I had no idea our friend Yummel survived his suicide attempt, other than the fact that he later got turned into a stone waffle whose crumbled remains ended up in the dump, only to soak up the chemicals I poured. Until I met Mindy Kimbrough. She was a regular, always taking junk off my hands. How was I to know a bunch of shiny rocks she found would be so problematic? Stone Cold Cooker might be right to hold a grudge. Maybe he's right. It is my fault he turned into a monster. But it's also his given the way he chooses to act as such. I thought I was only doing him a favor. But you agents may be right. Maybe I should belong in jail for helping a crazed psycho destroy your lives.
Fuchsia may have kidnapped a popular chef, but she didn't flood the city, or rob a bank, or form an evil society. Yummel is the one who committed the crimes.
Oh no, that doesn't mean you're getting off scot-free, Fuchsia. You're gonna have to make amends.
You can learn a lot about someone going through their garbage, and Eliezer has plenty of it. I'll tell you everything else I know, if I can stay out of prison.
Stay out of prison? With Stone Cold Cooker after us, we'll be lucky to stay alive.
Yummel's obsessed. Even if he managed to destroy everyone he blames for his predicament, his stone-cold thirst for revenge may never be quenched.
Lobo, I'm gonna find you, and when I do, you're never gonna be walking again. Whoa, how did I miss that mega-sized robotic Lobo before? Gee, I'm out of it for a little while, and everyone gets delusions of grandeur. Well, I've never been afraid to pick on someone not my own size.
Ugh. Why does inventing take so long? Someone needs to invent a way to speed this up.
I could buy some speed metal.
Now isn't the time.
Alright everyone, it's ready. Let's rock.
Hey, that's my line.
Eureka! It worked. The hexagonthris has been successfully extracted. The rock no longer shows any sign of life.
Alright. Right on the first try.
Don't get cocky, Dr. Doodle-Doo. We have to do more testing to make sure our success wasn't a fluke.
There ain't no time for that. We need to get this laser downtown to stop that rock monster. Let's go.
Did you hear something?
I do. It's getting closer.
What is that thing?
Agents, come out to play. Butch, Lobo, I know Fuchsia's in there. Give me that ex-baker, you f***ing boogers.
No, screw off.
If you want Fuchsia so badly, then why don't you come up here and get her yourself?
How about I do that?
Damn it. Why would you give him that idea?
What? He was gonna come up here anyway.
I just hope we can distract him enough for the scientists to finish their laser.
Oh man, rock climbing is harder than it looks. Maybe it's time for a little rock music.
Just happened to come in.
If I can't rock some sense into you, I'll just have to increase the pressure. We used to be friends, Lobo, but now I've got a crush on you.
Stone Cold Cooker is gonna pack us tighter than a can of sardines.
One thing's for sure, after all this, Mega Lobot is gonna need a new paint job.
The walls are closing in! We're gonna be squished to death!
This is Bianca Raincomprix reporting for Smash News Now. For viewers just tuning in, the Rocky Tops have all combined into a giant monster called Stone Cold Cooker. And he means business. Speaking of business, this doesn't bode well for St. Mindy's. Her prices are going to hit rock bottom.
Don't you be talking about my ass. I'ma come down there and whip yours if I get the chance. Geez, now I'm all self-conscious.
Clear the streets. Criminal activity is in progress.
Look at the size of that thing.
Set the laser over here. Use the widest beam possible. We've got to get all of the Rocky Tops with the blast.
Ready.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Now that's what I call science. Agents, the Rocky Tops are no longer alive. They've fallen away and all that's left is the Hexagunterus.
What do you mean?
No. What's happened to my stone body? I'm pure radioactive gunk. What? I am hotter now than ever. It looks like I can easily burn right through this metal hunk of junk.
Oh my god. The Hexagunterus goo left over from the rocks has concentrated into a superheated living substance.
This is why we needed to do more testing. Why didn't you listen to me?
Agents. The Hexagunterus goo is still alive. And now the heat it's creating is going to melt right through the giant robot's metal exterior.
Oh dear Lord. What did I just get myself into?
Ha ha ha. I'm on fire. You're on fire. I'm unstoppable. I'll only stop the world and melt with you.
We've got to get Cooker to chill out before he cooks us like a TV dinner.
Does anyone have any ideas? Otaku? Odoku?
I don't see any ideas.
Wait, see. Seawater will cool off the radiation. We can march Mega Lobot into the river.
In case you hadn't noticed, most of Lobot's circuits were removed to make space for us to live here. We'll have to control the legs manually. I'll take the left leg, you get the right.
Pupils, you two watch where we're going.
I get it.
Oh, someone's trying to get a leg up.
Okay, agents, go straight. Now, left. No, not Otoku's left, my left.
My left is your left, Otoku. We are facing the same direction. Watch out for that limousine.
No. My nightclub. It's gone.
Was that Ernie's?
Yeah. And by the looks of it, Bert's gonna be sleeping peacefully again.
So I just stand here and not do jack shit?
Shut up, Fuchsia.
The hell is going on out there? Oh, damn!
Oh shoot. We just destroyed Caesar's van.
Sorry, Caesar. Keep going.
That hurts. The water is scalding. Oh, the pain. The pain.
I don't believe it. The water is cooling the hexagon truss so fast, it's turning into steam. Agents, it's working. Cooker is being evaporated, but as a result he's superheating the water all around us.
Wow. Superheated by a supervillain.
Just keep cranking, Butch. The farther we get from shore, the deeper the water surface will be, which means the more of Dr. Cooker will cease to be.
Oh God. I can't climb fast enough. This should have been easier if I was bigger and still a rock monster.
These legs are getting harder to move.
That must mean Megalobot is taking on water.
Oh great, no need to keep walking, now we're sinking. If we stay here, we'll have nowhere to swim out and we'll drown.
Everybody out.
Oh my god! Yamil! Look what's happened to you!
This is your fault, Fuchsia. This shit is on you.
Now what? With the water boiling, we can't swim away without getting caught in the rip current. We'd need an escape boat to save this scapegoat. And any second now, Cooker is gonna fry us to death.
Okay, listen up. You, and you, get on top of the robot pupils. They will carry you to shore.
Are you nuts? There's only 2 eyes, and there's not enough room for 3 of us.
Go without me for now. You've got to take Fuchsia so that you can put the laser away.
I'll send Otaku back to pick you up.
No dude, it's too far, and I'm sinking too fast for you to make it back in time.
No, Lobo,
just go.
don't.
Don't argue with me.
Lobo! No!
Why? Why won't you give up on me?
I'm sorry, Yamil. You'll just have to settle for revenge against me. Isn't that what you always wanted?
Wanted? This isn't what I wanted. I just wanted to be understood, not forgotten. This Hexagunter's radiation made me so angry. Oh my God, what have I done?
You want to tell me what's on your mind right now?
Okay. I'll explain everything. Why I've become evil, and why I stopped caring about everything, Private Eye Team Incorporated. I was raised in a broken and abusive household.
Bitch, this chicken is cold!
When I turned 18, I was kicked out of the house, and forced to live on the streets. I didn't go to college. I hardly ever left the house. I dropped out of high school. I got slapped on the wrist with curfews. The list goes on and on. Until one day, I discovered all about petty, and General Caesar gave me a once-in-a-lifetime job opportunity at the headquarters as the 24th member of the team. He covered me for living arrangements and payments, and available shifts to cover. I thought the job would turn out great, but fate decided otherwise. I would get less work days than normal, and my salary was barely any good. I tried to explain this to Caesar, but he didn't want to hear it, because there were new recruits that made my schedule hectic. So I decided to stop working at all until I am paid what we agreed on. Until you came into the picture with Hornsby Belmont. I figured that the only way for you to communicate with me more is to separate you and Hornsby from being partners. Which first and foremost explains why I attacked that douchebag to begin with. I thought neutralizing him was the only resort, but just as I was about to put him to sleep, you told me off. I ended up being outright fired, and I didn't have enough money to continue living in my apartment. So I broke down, and was about to end it all. Until I had to resort to other plans. Fuchsia, it's me. I need your help. Now.
Yummo, whatever's bothering you, you can tell me everything. Just come to my place.
So, me and my ex Fuchsia agreed I'd crash at her old man's home until I could get back on my feet. We made out a few times, and our relationship was about to go to the next level. Just then, Fuchsia dumped me. Sooner than expected. She promised she'd support me whatever goes my way, and even gave me her number before kicking me out, twice. Again, I had nowhere else to live, and my parents wouldn't budge. Until I saw you on the job with Butch. And then, jealousy took over.
Were you also aware that my former partner Hornsby died in a freak accident that I unintentionally caused?
It wasn't long before I read some news articles on paper. I figured that because of me, Hornsby developed a sense of anger towards me. Because he despises me more than I despise you, so that's why he started pushing you around.
It's true.
Shortly after, I decided to illegally live in an abandoned mental asylum, where I became an evil scientist, hellbent on revenge. I kidnapped Guy Fieri, and forced him to make hybrid dough, so I could become more powerful. But he tricked me before he escaped, and I ended up with vomiting and diarrhea for hours and hours. Little did I know then, that there would be more work to be done. I didn't mean to become a supervillain. But my life, my traumatic childhood, and my mental health were crumbling all around me. I became filled with rage. So that's why I blamed you for what happened to me, when I saw how quickly you got over it.
How quickly I got over it. I never went over anything. I'm a mess, and I'm losing another friend for like the second time now. We can't keep going on like this, Yamil. What are you gonna be after this? It boggles my mind.
You're right, Lobo. I understand now. This hexagunthras inside me kept me alive. But also from seeing the truth. I'd been wrong all along. I now realize that the only thing stronger than death is love. I've failed you, man. Can you ever forgive me?
You know, Yamil, I've forgiven myself for what happened to you after you were kicked out of Petty. But, unfortunately, I can never, ever, forget the pain and suffering you've subjected me through. We've taken each other to hell and back, and I'm sick of it. I'm not saying I don't forgive you, but I think you had one chance too many to face the consequences of your actions. You're gonna have to face the facts. Our friendship is over. I'm sorry.
Lobo? Before I die, make sure that if anyone asks how I died, tell them that it was from the poor choices I've made in life. Thank you.
Lobo. Get your head out of the damn clouds, Lobo. I'm not losing you again. Case closed.
And Yamil passed away.
Oh no.
You sure?
We're gonna get you through this, Lobo. We always have.
This was the scene not long ago, when the city's savior and protector, Lobo, marched into the ocean, never to be seen again. A sad day for all the fish that boiled in the process, but a great day for the fish market. Speaking of catch of the day, the crooked mobster, Eliezer Van Moor Martinez, has voluntarily given himself up to local police, in connection to a felony crime of bribery to the judge. His trial is scheduled within the next 3 weeks. Eliezer's capture was in part, thanks to the testimony of Fuchsia, a former cake baker and garbage lady. She confessed to taking out the mob's trash and covering up Eliezer's most toxic crimes. Now, having turned state's witness, and due to circumstances out of the DA's control, she has been sentenced 1.5 years of probation, as well as 2,000 hours of community service, collecting trash. In old news, Mindy Kimbrough of St. Mindy's was discharged from the hospital after recovering from pneumonia, and her Rocky Tops are back on shelves, this time with smiley faces drawn on them.
They don't shine like they used to anymore, but look how happy they are. Doesn't anyone want one?
I guess everything that made Yamil who he was in that hexagonthras goo that evaporated away. Now those rocks are just empty shells. I lost Hornsby. And now, I lost Yamil too.
Dude, you're not a child anymore. This is the cycle of life.
I'm afraid Butch is right. I know I've said this before, but the city is safe thanks to you agents. And now that Mega Lobo no longer looms over the skyline to be recognized from miles away, Lobo can confidently go undercover to bring more villains, like Eliezer and Fuchsia, to justice.
Speaking of justice, you know what will make you feel better? It's no longer just us. Petty Headquarters is back.
That. And who else?
The Infinity Spies.
Keith, Soul, Ethan,
Holly,
Louisa.
And don't forget about us 14 pupils.
Listen, Lobo, even though Yamil is no more, if he hadn't come back as Stone Cold Cooker, you and Butch may never have uncovered the identity of the true criminal responsible for turning Yamil into a monster in the first place. In the end, Yamil Robinson helped put the case to rest.
And hopefully, he's finally at rest too.
Take away the biggest part of me.